And good evening. At the top tonight, the process for applying for federal assistance is now underway. FEMA representatives want to make sure that documents are in order before you file. Channel 5's Taylor Winkle breaks down the application and award process.
People we spoke with today affected by the flood say the FEMA application is confusing. They're worried they don't have all the documents they need to qualify for help, especially with their living situations and everything they lost in the floods. We showed you this Mercedes neighborhood on June 21st with water flooding up to the windows on most homes.
We got up like around 6:30 in the morning, and when we stepped the floor, we had water already.
Precious Ontiveros says the storm brought her neighbors together.
I've been here almost 2 years, and I keep saying that I didn't even know there was a lady in that corner house.
She says no one has flood insurance, so she's applying for FEMA assistance.
Anything helps. I mean, we're having to start all over again from scratch. We lost everything, plus the vehicles, which is even harder.
Ontiveros is worried she won't qualify for the grant. She's one of the thousands of people affected by the flood FEMA says should fill out the individual assistance grant application. If you're accepted, help could come to you in two forms: through a grant that you don't have to pay back and through a low interest small business loan.
And you don't have to take that SBA loan, but you can put it aside because there may be a reason why you may need it. I mean, you may not receive as much money as you thought from that FEMA.
FEMA couldn't specify what qualifies you for assistance. They also couldn't specify the maximum grant you can receive, but they say the average falls between $5,000 and $6,000.
It just depends on the person, their situation, the damage that they received. Every individual is different.
Media relations specialist Letty Garza says FEMA doesn't work like insurance would.
FEMA doesn't meet all your needs. It doesn't make you whole, but it does give you a kickstart.
To apply, you need to have a social security number for your household.
If you don't have a social security number, as long as there's a member of the family that has a social security number, even if it's one of your children, you can apply for a FEMA grant.
You also need to prove that you own the home. FEMA says to speed up the registration process, you should be ready to provide them with contact information, a list of damages and losses, and your insurance policy number if you have one. By now, they hope you've documented damage with pictures and videos and started to clean. Something that can delay your FEMA help is incomplete forms and what they're calling deferred maintenance on your home or a pre-existing condition.
For example, if you have some beams, wooden beams that were eaten by termites before the storm hit.
If you don't feel like you'll qualify, Garza says you should still apply. If you're denied for this particular grant, you could qualify for something called Other Needs Assistance, which helps survivors with uninsured expenses and serious needs caused by disaster. Your deadline to apply for FEMA is September 4th. We've posted all the information on how you can apply for FEMA and the low interest rate loan on our website, krgv.com. Reporting in the studio, Taylor Winkle, Channel 5 News at 6.